We're speaking with Latia Duncombe, Director General in the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. You're here at the CTO business meetings and the State of the Industry Tourism Conference. How are things going? Your thoughts about the importance of being here with your colleagues from CTO member countries and territories?
Well, certainly good afternoon, and it is a pleasure to be here. Participating in these meetings with the Caribbean Tourism Organization is very important. Over the past day and a half, we've looked at the industry and we've shared the state of the industry. And one thing I can say collectively is we're all speaking about the progress, the rebound, the resilience of tourism, and especially in the Caribbean at large, and collective opportunities once we synergize and come together as a united force. So for me, these meetings are always meaningful, discussing matters of mutual interest. And there's the announcement of our new Secretary General and CEO, Donna Regis Prosper. We're really excited about that. She shared her 90-day plan, and I'm sure she and the team will continue to propel the Caribbean Tourism Organization forward.
We heard also a presentation today from the Caribbean Public Health Agency about the importance of tourism, health safety, and their reporting systems. How important is this as it relates to always being on alert when it comes to tourism and health, even in this post-pandemic period?
It's significant, and we saw it during the pandemic. And the Tourism Health Program, THP, has been in place for 7 years now. A collective body throughout the region discussing mutual health matters. Obviously, tourism is the #1 industry in many of our Caribbean countries. And in the case of Bahamas, we depend more on international tourists. However, within some of the regions, they depend more on interregional tourists. And so that's important as well. Understanding the issues that face the region, coming together, all of the health professionals discussing them, looking at meaningful and practical ways of addressing them, and also prevention. What are some of the things, some of the markers you can start to look at? What are some of the indicators, some of the changes that can be made to improve our overall tourism and also health capacity in the country? So for me, it's a very, very, very meaningful relationship that we have at CARPHA, and certainly the health professionals throughout the region have certainly benefited from it.
Bahamas, 50 years of independence, lots of activities this year, and of course, you culminate your 50th anniversary celebratory year with the opening of the winter season. How do things look? How have things been going from a tourism perspective for the Bahamas?
From a tourism perspective, we are very excited. We've seen a very strong rebound in a post-pandemic era. If we were to look at the numbers, January to August, we've seen 6.6 million visitors that came to our shores, 5.2 million by cruise. 2019 was our banner year where we welcomed 7.2 million. So we're on the trajectory to hit the 8 million that our Deputy Prime Minister has predicted. And so we're really excited about that. Strategically in the background, we have boots on the ground. The team are really working, firing on all cylinders to make it successful. We have celebrated 50 years of independence, 50 years with a stable democracy, and the celebrations hit all of the islands within the Bahamas. We've had an amazing time. We've also named sailing as our national sport, and so there's a lot of activity in that space. From a tourism perspective, we've just completed our 15-city global mission tour through North America, and that's been extremely successful. We've launched the first annual Bahamas Film Awards, where we nominated or we awarded Tyrese Gibson, Will Packer, and also former Mayor Kasim Reed from Atlanta. So there are a lot of exciting things within the tourism sphere. We've done a lot on our website, Bahamas.com. We've reimagined it during COVID, and we continue to add content to it. Content stories are key, but what we've done more recently, and we launched it during World Tourism Day, was we added a sustainability component. All of the different sustainability components that the ministry and also stakeholders at large are doing within the islands of the Bahamas. The success of the tourism sector depends on our partnership and working together hand in hand with the promotion boards, with the hotels, with all of the stakeholders in the space to make sure that tourism is protected and preserved for destinations to come.
Finally, the meeting paid tribute to your late Minister of Tourism, formerly of Tourism, Obie Wilshcombe, who was a former chairman of the Caribbean Tourism Organization on 2 occasions. Your thought on his legacy, his contribution to the islands of the Bahamas throughout the decades?
Our country has lost a giant of a man. The late Honorable Obadiah Hercules Wilchcombe gave so much to our country. In addition to serving twice as chairman of CTO, he also served as Minister of Tourism on 2 occasions. He served for a decade. And he was known to care about the industry, to care about people, to bring out the potential and the best in everyone. New initiatives propelling the industry forward. He will be missed. His legacy will live on. Tomorrow, October 11th, we are having a memorial for him, and the state funeral will be on October 12th. And so it's a time of reflection, a time to look at his life and legacy. But one of the things I've shared with our employees, as we look back on the engagement and the interaction, what he meant to us, I said, it's also an opportune time to do things in his honor. So look and pay it forward as well. So he saw potential in you, let's bring it out, and then let's pull it out of our team members that we train, coach, and mentor on a day-to-day basis. Minister Wilchcombe will be greatly missed.